Yeah, still works. I'm sure that you won't connect at all. And I also learned that requests for variants have to go through the alternate state.
Was this one the guy found?
Talk about, oh no.
They're here.
Yeah, it was, you know. There are, but yeah, certainly it wasn't the end of the way, but you know, he had done, you know,
You gotta have a photographer.
Get right here.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah. Got it?
Yep.
Oh, you're fine. All right. I appreciate it. No problem. Hey, that's not.
Let's get me started on that.
I'll get it.
Yeah, I
Thank you.
All right, I think we are actually ready to get started now, everybody. So clapping for getting ready to get started. All right, well, thank you all for being here for the kickoff of our third week of our 7 weeks of giving at the Brooklyn O'Malley Boys and Girls Club of Metro Baltimore. And thank you so much to our hosts here today. I also wanted to thank Delegate Robin Lewis for being here representing her district. This is an extremely important week of the 7 weeks of giving. And for those of you that are not familiar with our 7 weeks of giving, this is the awareness campaign and fundraising campaign that Turnaround is doing. We are touring Metro Baltimore, bringing awareness about the vital services that Turnaround offers, highlighting a different area of service every single week. And this week is especially important to me as a mother. So first, it's a special week because my own children are here supporting their mom. But when I look at my kids, I also recognize and know that there are services like Turnaround available to children should the unimaginable happen. And that means a lot as a mother, especially knowing how many children Turnaround serves providing these types of services. So we are a rape crisis center, which means that we serve young people who are sexually assaulted in the Baltimore region. In fact, during the last year, we've served 258 children through the services that we provide. And as many of you know, I often tell stories as I talk about the different weeks, the 7 weeks of giving. The last 2 weeks I've highlighted stories and told stories about things that we've done and things that I've seen. It's really hard as a parent to share stories about the children that we've served to Turnaround. But the 258, those are individual children that have been touched by the services that we've provided. And I hope that we've made a difference in each and every one of those young lives so that they can then grow and heal and move on beyond the trauma that they've experienced. I'm proud to say that we are building partnerships to ensure that every child who experiences this type of trauma has immediate access to the services that they need to make sure that this, number one, can be prevented and does not happen again, but also that they can then work through whatever trauma they've experienced and really have a better future and a safer community. One of those partnerships that I'm so proud that we are going to be memorializing today is with the Boys and Girls Club of Metro Baltimore. This partnership is going to allow turnaround services to be actually inside of each Boys and Girls Club location here in Baltimore. We're going to be providing therapy services, group sessions, not just for the children themselves, but also for the communities and families that are touched within these communities. And we are so proud to partner with such an incredible organization like the Boys and Girls Club of Metro Baltimore, because of the not just incredible services that they provide, but the way that they show up for their community. And that, for us, has been apparent time and time again. Through every meeting that we've had, through every walkthrough that we've done, through these walls, and the walls of the other centers, we know that they are it's not just lip service, they are really doing and creating a better community. We are thankful this week for sponsorship of the Wheelhouse Group and Anika Systems, and for our overall sponsor for all 7 weeks, Merit. And we are also very thankful for the other partners that have shown up today, including Fueston, and I'm never going to get it right, the Governor's Office of Crime Control and Prevention, because that is what it will always be to me. So without further ado, I would like to turn it over to Glenn. Glenn has been an amazing friend and colleague for many years, and has certainly done an amazing job working at the Governor's Office. So Glenn, I will give it to you.
Good afternoon. How is everybody? Great. Well, I'm so excited to be out here. As Amanda said, my name is Glenn Fueston. I work at the Governor's Office of Crime Prevention, Youth and Victim Services, otherwise known as GOCPYVS from the old times. But we certainly appreciate being invited out here and celebrating this event and this partnership and this collaboration for the work that we're going to be doing with the children and youth and families in Baltimore City. Before I get started, I really want to give a shout out to our partners that we're working with. And I'll start with Amanda. Amanda has been a great friend to me since I came into the administration when Governor Hogan brought me in 2016. I've learned so much from Amanda in terms of what services are needed in the community and how we can better help the community, and how our office and how our administration can help the community. So I just want to say thank you to you, Amanda. You really helped guide me and been a mentor. So I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Also want to say thank you to Jeff Breslin, who's the CEO and president of the Boys and Girls Club of Metro Baltimore. Jeff has been a great friend as well. Has taught me a lot about what Boys and Girls Clubs offer to the community, and how we can reduce adverse childhood experiences in the community, and how we can benefit the community as a whole. So I just want to say thank you, Jeff, for all the learning that you've provided me as well. Before Jeff and Amanda dig into all of the details of the program that we're looking at, I just want to talk about the partnership that their organization has and our role in that partnership. Our role is very simple. We find very smart people that are doing amazing things in the community, and we help support them. And that's what Jeff and Amanda's organizations are doing here. We're looking at different programs that we can look at through a multidisciplinary approach. And we're also looking at a multi-agency approach, as we said, through collaboration between different agencies, through different disciplines like law enforcement, victim services, and children and youth. Governor Hogan created our office and redeveloped our office to do just that. We have professionals from the law enforcement world, from the victim services world, and from the children and youth world, in order to build a safer Maryland in the state. And we also are certainly focusing on adverse childhood experiences. And if you're not familiar with adverse childhood experiences, the concept came around in the mid-90s, where CDC and the Kaiser Permanente discovered that traumatic experiences like abuse, neglect, and household dysfunction really had a negative outcome on children moving forward. And some statistics that our team came up with: children with high ACEs are 2 times more likely to drink, 3 times more likely to report feeling sad or hopelessness, and 4 times more likely to abuse drugs. So just think about that in terms of the examples that these devastating events have in these children's lives. And they have negative events for our children academically, physically, emotionally, and professionally, and it occurs throughout their entire life. So one of our goals, and one of the things that we're working with Amanda's team and with Jeff's team here, is to reduce the adverse childhood experiences. Some of the ways that we've done that through our administration is Governor Hogan has signed an executive order mandating that all state agencies that serve children address ACEs directly. So that's now an executive order by the governor. Governor has established a commission on trauma-informed care. He's appointed me the chairman, so I'm going to be reaching out a lot, Amanda and Jeff, for some help with that. So we certainly hope that we'll be making a lot of progress with the adverse childhood experiences. And of course, there's a funding component to that. And funding is not going to solve all of these problems, but the collaboration that we're able to build between organizations like this and provide services is really important to us. So we continue to move forward on that. You know, when we're looking at public safety and creating a better public safety outcomes, the governor understands that all of these components work together. And that's one of the things that we're continuing to work on, that we're working as a system in order to reduce adverse childhood experiences and increasing the safeties of all of our kids and all of our children around. We have helped our kids to succeed, providing men and women in uniform the tools they need to keep violent criminals off of our streets. But we're also working with our victims and our victims communities to make sure that they have the services that they need to help crime victims develop the self-sufficiency, the safety, and the awareness of information that they need in order to improve their lives. And obviously the partnership today is geared towards our children, our families, and we want to make sure that they're taking advantage of all possible resources they have. And I think, again, by bringing together multi-agency collaboration and focusing on the children first, we're going to make great success in the state of Maryland. So I just want to say thank you, Amanda, to Jeff, to everybody here and their teams for what you're doing. And if we can be a partner, if we can do anything else to help you, please don't hesitate to reach out. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Glenn. I also want to recognize that Robert Bazell is here from the Mayor's Office of Mayor's Office of Neighborhood Safety and Engagement. Thank you. Can't get GOCPYVS right. I can't get Monsi right. I'm going to get it right someday. I promise.
We're all working towards the same thing.
There you go. I just know him from the start. So Robert has done incredible work in terms of assisting, really addressing the sexual violence epidemic that we've seen in Baltimore. So thank you so much, Robert, for all of your hard work on that. So as Glenn said, we are now moving into this pivotal moment in terms of partnership between the Boys and Girls Club and Turnaround, and we hope to address ACEs and other things that are addressing our young people here in Baltimore. It is certainly a passion of mine, and I know a passion of the person that I'm introducing next, Jeff Breslin. Jeff has also become a dear friend as we've been working through this partnership. When I talk to Jeff, I can see not just the passion, but also the real drive to ensure that all of our children here in Baltimore are working toward a safer future. And so without further ado, I would like to turn it over to Jeff. Jeff, thank you so much for this opportunity, and we really look forward to working with you.
Well, hi, everybody. So first, I want to congratulate Amanda and her team for pulling off basically 2 months of events. Pulling off one event takes a lot of work. 2 months of events is pretty incredible. It's to say it's exciting would be an understatement. When Amanda and I first started talking about this relationship and the opportunity, we often hear in the nonprofit sector the idea of collaboration. Collaboration is important. Doing it is really, really hard. And we have partners. Delegate Lewis, thank you for being here. Glenn from the Governor's Office of Crime Prevention, Youth and Victim Services, the Mayor's Office. When we have partners, that's what makes collaboration realistic, right? When resources are brought to the table by the Governor's Office, by the Mayor's Office, by our state delegates, that's what makes collaboration realistic. And ultimately, the young people we serve is who benefits. So to have Amanda and her team in our clubs each day, supporting not only our young people that we serve, the Boys and Girls Clubs, we serve over 600 young people every year and growing at our 5 locations, soon to be 6, and many more hopefully to come. But to have the collaboration with Amanda and her team, ultimately our kids benefit and our staff benefits as well. Right? Our Director of Social and Emotional Wellness, Amber, is here doing incredible work as a licensed social worker on our team, but she can't have a caseload of 600 kids. But she can have partners and other organizations that are experts in this work to help us continue to serve kids that need us the most. You know, this fall we have a little bit of a theme that we're talking about at Boys and Girls Clubs. It's safe, happy, and hopeful. Every young person deserves the chance to be safe in every form, to be happy, and to be hopeful. We can give our kids those 3 things, knowing that life will come at them Hopefully, they never experience abuse. Hopefully, they never experience an adverse childhood experience. But we know that far too many do. So when they do, we have teams, we have partnerships like Turnaround and Amanda and her team, and Amber and all of the great folks that are serving kids every single day to help them get back to that safe, happy, and hopeful. So again, to say that we're excited would be a massive understatement. Standing here is the easy part. All the work that will happen from here forward, hopefully for years and years to come in our clubs, will be the most important part. And ultimately, we will serve many, many kids, not just here at the Boys and Girls Club, but with other partners as well, and with partners like Turnaround. So, Amanda, thank you for your leadership. Thank you for all that you've done. Glenn, thank you for the investment that you're making in Boys and Girls Clubs and all of our partners at the state and city level to ultimately make this a reality. And we look forward to hopefully many, many more events to celebrate the work that we're doing together. Thank you all for coming out to see our Brooklyn club that is soon to be undergoing some renovations to give kids that not just safe, but most importantly, that happy experience for them to come here every single day and be what we want them to be as kids. So thank you all so much.
So we do have formal, very formal, thanks to Jeff's staff, MOUs that we're going to sign that will memorialize the partnership and the work that we're going to be doing together to serve children here in Baltimore. And I just want to highlight some of the things that Jeff said in terms of the real impact on ACEs and that the work is going to happen after today. And so I am so thankful for my staff that is here and the hard work that each of you do to support the young people that we serve. We could not do it without you. So thank you so much for, I know it is hard work, but you show up every single day for every child that walks through the door. So thank you all. So without further ado, Jeff, if you would start, I can follow right behind you.
Very official.
It looks very official.
Usually it's like digital, you just drop your name. All right.
Thank you everybody for coming out. I'm Jean Henningsen. I'm the director of initiatives for Turnaround. I just wanted to close this out today. Thank you to, of course, to Glenn and to his team, to Jeff, to the Boys and Girls Club team, Delegate Lewis, and to everybody who came out today in support of Turnaround and of the partnership to help more kids in Baltimore at the end of the day. That's why we're all here. So thank you everybody so much. Please follow us on Facebook and Instagram and LinkedIn so that you can stay up to date on all of the 7 weeks campaign events as well as everything that we do after that. And have a great evening. Miles, 25 minutes.
The first picture, can I get the 3?
Sure.
Oh, I saw that.
You still filming?